Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's comprehensive lecture on managing personal communications, direct and interactive marketing, and word of mouth. This is a fascinating area of marketing that focuses on how companies communicate directly with consumers and build personal relationships that drive business success. Today, we will explore how businesses can effectively reach customers through direct channels, leverage the power of word of mouth marketing, and develop products. Let's begin our journey through some of the interconnected topics. Firstly, we would talk about direct marketing. Direct marketing is the use of consumer direct channels to reach and deliver goods and services to customers without using marketing intermediaries. This approach has become increasingly important in today's digital age, where companies seek more targeted and measurable communication methods. The benefits of direct marketing are substantial and are particularly relevant to our current market environment. Market demassification has resulted in an ever-increasing number of market niches, and direct marketing can reach prospects when they want a solicitation and therefore be noticed by more highly interested prospects. Consider how Daraz Bangladesh uses direct email marketing to reach consumers with personalized product recommendations based on their browsing history and previous purchases. This targeted approach ensures that customers receive relevant offers when they are most likely to be interested. Direct marketing also lets marketers test alternative media and messages to find the most cost-effective approach. For example, Bcast tests different SMS message formats and also timing to determine which generates the highest response rates for their mobile financial services. Finally, direct marketers can measure responses to their campaigns to decide which have been the most profitable. This measurability is significantly crucial for companies like Grameenphone as well, who can track exactly how many customers respond to their direct email offers for new packages and calculate the return on investment for each of the campaigns. Direct mail marketing means sending an offer, announcement, reminder, or other item to an individual customer. Direct mail is a popular medium because it permits the target market selectivity, which can be personalized, is flexible, and allows early testing and response measurement. In Bangladesh, banks like Dutch Bangla Bank use direct mail to offer credit cards to specific customer segments based on their banking history and income levels. They can personalize these offers with the customer's name, current account details, and tailored credit limits, making the communication more relevant and effective. Interactive marketing represents the newest and fastest growing channels for communicating and selling directly to consumers through electronic means. The rise of smartphones and internet connectivity in Bangladesh has made interactive marketing increasingly important for companies seeking to reach tech-savvy customers. Now, we will talk about interactive marketing communication options. A company chooses which forms of interactive marketing will be most cost-effective in achieving communication and sales objectives. The main categories include websites, search ads, display ads, and emails, each offering unique advantages for different marketing objectives. Websites serve as the foundation of interactive marketing, providing companies with platforms to showcase products, process transactions, and build customer relationships. Batau's website and mobile app exemplify effective interactive marketing by allowing consumers to book rides, track drivers in real time, and provide feedback, creating a seamless interactive experience. Search ads allow companies to reach customers actively looking for their products or services. When someone in Dhaka searches for food delivery, companies like Foodpanda can display targeted ads that appear at the top of their search results, capturing consumers at the moment they are ready to make a purchase decisions. Display ads provide visual advertising opportunities across websites and mobile apps, which allows companies to build brand awareness and also drive traffic to their own platforms. E-commerce companies like Chaldal use display advertising on popular Bangladeshi websites to reach potential customers with compelling visuals of their grocery delivery services. Email marketing remains one of the most cost-effective interactive marketing tools, which allows companies to maintain ongoing communication with customers. Arong also uses email newsletters to inform customers about their new collections, special offers, and cultural events, maintaining engagement between purchases. Word of mouth represents one of the most powerful forms of marketing communication as well. Consumers use word of mouth to talk about dozens of brands each day, from media and entertainment products such as movies, TV shows, and publications to food products, travel services, and retail stores. In the collectivist culture of Bangladesh, word of mouth carries particular weight as people heavily rely on recommendations from family and friends when making purchase decisions. Social media allow marketers to establish a public voice and presence on the web and reinforce other communication activities. Because of their day-to-day immediacy, they can also encourage companies to stay innovative and relevant. There are three main platforms for social media: online communities and forums, bloggers, and social networks. Facebook has become particularly important in Bangladesh, with companies like Grameenphone using it to engage customers, provide customer service, and promote new offerings. The interactive nature of social media allows for real-time consumer feedback and community building around brands. Buzz and viral marketing represent particular forms of word of mouth. Buzz marketing generates excitement, creates publicity, and also conveys new relevant brand-related information through even unexpected and outrageous means. On the contrary, viral marketing is another form of word of mouth that encourages consumers to pass along company-developed products and services, or audio, video, communication which is written to others online. The success of Nogod's launch in Bangladesh exemplifies the effective nature of buzz marketing, as the mobile financial service created excitement through celebrity endorsements and innovative advertising campaigns that got people talking and sharing content across all social media platforms. Opinion leaders play critical roles in word-of-mouth marketing. Communication researchers propose a social structure view of interpersonal communication, seeing society as consisting of cliques, small groups whose members interact frequently. Clique members are similar, and their closeness facilitates effective communication but also insulates the clique from new ideas. The challenge is to create more openness so cliques exchange information with others in society. This openness is helped along by people who function as liaisons and connect two or more cliques without belonging to either, and by bridges. People who belong to one clique and are linked to a person in another. In Bangladesh, influential bloggers and social media personalities often serve as bridges between different consumer groups, helping spread information about new products and services across diverse market segments. Now, let's talk about relationship marketing. In many cases, companies seek not immediate sales, but rather a long-term supplier-customer relationships. Today's customers prefer suppliers who can sell and deliver coordinated sets of products and services to many locations, who can quickly solve problems in different locations, and who can work closely with customers' teams to improve products and processes. This shift toward relationship marketing is particularly important in Bangladesh, where long-term business relationships are highly valued. Companies like BSRM Steel have built their success on developing deep, long-term relationships with construction companies, providing not just steel products but also technical support, flexible payment terms, and collaborative planning for major projects. Now, let's discuss the new product development process. The new product development process starts with the search for ideas, which represents the foundation of all successful innovation. Some marketing experts believe that the greatest opportunities and highest advantage with new products are found by uncovering the best possible set of unmet customer needs or technological innovation. New product ideas can come from interacting with various groups and using creativity-generating techniques. In the dynamic market of Bangladesh, companies like Walton have successfully generated new product ideas by closely observing customer needs. For an example, they identified the need for energy-efficient appliances during frequent power outages and developed inverter technology air conditioners specifically for the local market conditions. Some marketing gurus believe some of the best new product opportunities are right in front of marketers' eyes. The mistake too many people make is to view the world from the perspective of their own products and services and search for customers for them. His demand-first innovation and growth framework is designed to provide companies with an unbiased view and an outside-in perspective of demand opportunities. This framework has 3 parts that companies can apply systematically. The demand landscape uses observational, anthropological, and ethnographic methods or consumer self-reports to map consumer needs, wants, and even beyond that. For instance, Bikash discovered through ethnographic research that many Bangladeshis needed to send money to rural family members, but found traditional banking inconvenient, leading to their mobile money transfer innovation. The opportunity space uses conceptual lens and structured innovative thinking tools to achieve market perspectives from different angles. This involves looking at the same market challenge from multiple viewpoints to identify previously unseen opportunities. The strategic blueprint thinks about how the new product can fit into consumers' lives and how it can be distinguished from competitors. Adopting creativity as a technique through internal brainstorming sessions can be quite effective if conducted correctly. The following techniques can stimulate creativity in individuals and groups working on a new product development. Attribute listing involves listing the attributes of an object, such as a screwdriver, then modifying each attribute, such as replacing the wooden handle with plastic, providing torque power, adding different screw heads, and so on. Pran Foods might use this technique when developing new snack products by listing attributes like taste, texture, packaging, size, and nutritional content, then systematically modifying each to create innovative variations. Forced relationships involves listing several ideas and considering each in relationship to each of the others. This technique helps identify unexpected connections that might lead to breakthrough innovations. Morphological analysis starts with a problem, such as getting something from one place to another via a powered vehicle, then systematically explores all possible solutions. Reverse assumption analysis lists all the normal assumptions about an entity and then reverses them. For an example, if the assumption is that customers must come to banks, reversing this led to mobile banking innovations like Bikash and Nagad. New contexts take familiar processes such as people helping services and put them into new contexts to discover fresh applications. Mind mapping starts with a thought, such as a car, rides it on a piece of paper, then think of it as next thought that comes up, creating a web of related ideas that might spark innovation. These creativity techniques have proven particularly valuable for Bangladeshi companies seeking to develop products that meet local needs while competing with international brands. Now we will talk about managing the development process and how we can go from concept to strategy. Concept development represents a necessary but not sufficient step for new product process. Marketeers must also distinguish winning concepts from losers through systematic evaluation process. This stage transforms initial ideas into concrete product concepts that can be tested and refined. Concept testing means presenting the product concept to target consumers, physically or symbolically, and getting their reactions. The more the tested concepts resemble the final product or experience, the more dependable concept testing becomes. Concept testing of prototypes can help avoid costly mistakes, but it may be especially challenging with radically different, new-to-the-world products. For example, when Patao was developing their ride-sharing concept for Bangladesh, they conducted extensive concept testing to understand how local consumers would respond to the idea of booking rides through a mobile app. They discovered that safety concerns and payment preferences require significant adaptations from international ride-sharing models. Conjoint analysis provides a sophisticated method for measuring consumer preferences for alternative product concepts. This technique derives the utility values that consumers attach to varying levels of a product's attribute. Companies can use this conjoint analysis to understand which product features matters the most to consumers and how different combinations of features affect purchase intentions. Grameenphone might use conjoint analysis when developing new mobile packages, testing different combinations of data allowances, call minutes, SMS limits, and pricing to determine which package configurations provide the highest customer value and market appeal. Business analysis follows concept development and testing, allowing management to evaluate the proposal's business attractiveness. Management needs to prepare sales, cost, and profit projections to determine whether they satisfy company objectives. If they do so, the concept can move to the development stage. As new information comes in, the business analysis will undergo revision and expansion. This analysis must consider the unique characteristics of the Bangladeshi market, including price sensitivity, distribution challenges, and competitive dynamics. Companies must ensure their projections account for local market conditions and realistic assumptions about market penetration and growth rates. Commercialization incurs the company's highest cost to date and requires careful strategic decisions about timing, geography, and target markets. When timing market entry, suppose a company has almost completed development work on its new product and learns a competitor is nearing the end of its development work. The company faces three choices. First entry means the first firm entering a market usually enjoys the first mover advantages of looking up key distributors and consumers and gaining leadership. However, if rushed to market before it has been thoroughly debugged, the first entry can backfire. Foodpanda experienced this when they first entered Bangladesh food delivery market first, but faced challenges with logistics and customer service that allowed competitors to gain ground. Parallel entry involves timing entry to coincide with the competitor's entry. The market may pay more attention when two companies are advertising the new product simultaneously. Late entry means delaying launch until after the competitor has borne the cost of educating the market, and its product may reveal flaws the late entrant can avoid. The late entrant can also learn the size of the market. Geographic strategy requires most companies to develop planned market rollouts over time. In choosing rollouts markets, the major criteria are market potential, the company's local reputation, the cost of filling the pipeline, the cost of communication media, the influence of the area on other areas, and competitive penetration. Small companies typically set an attractive city and put on a blitz campaign, entering other cities one at a time. Large companies introduce their product into a whole region and then move to the next. In Bangladesh, many companies start with Dhaka and Chittagong before expanding to secondary cities like Sylhet, Rajshahi, and Khulna. Target market prospects within the rollout markets require companies to target initial distribution and promotion to the best prospects group. Ideally, they should be early adopters, heavy users, and opinion leaders the company can reach at low amount of cost. Understanding the social dynamics and influence patterns in Bangladeshi society becomes most crucial for identifying these key segments. Now, we will talk about the consumer adoption processes. An innovation is any good, service, or idea that someone perceives as new. The consumer adoption process represents the mental steps through which an individual passes from first hearing about an innovation to final adoption. Understanding this process is critical for companies launching new products in Bangladesh's diverse market. The 5 stages in the adoption process provide a framework for understanding consumer behaviors. Awareness occurs when the consumer becomes aware of the innovation but lacks information about it. This might happen when a Bangladeshi customer first sees an advertisement for a new smartphone model or hears about a new mobile banking service from friends. Interest develops when the customer is stimulated to seek information about the innovation. They might visit websites, ask friends for opinions, or visit stores to learn more. Evaluation involves the customer considering whether to try the innovation, weighing benefits against the costs and risks. Trial occurs when the customer tries the innovation to improve their estimate of its values. This is practically important in Bangladesh, where consumers often prefer to test products before making full commitments. Finally, adoption happens when the consumer decides to make full and regular use of the innovation. The 5 adopter groups differ in their value orientations and their motives for adopting or resisting new products. Understanding these groups helps companies develop appropriate marketing strategies for each of the segments. Innovators are technology enthusiasts who are venturesome and enjoy tinkering with new products and mastering their intricacies. In return for low prices, they are happy to conduct alpha and beta testing and report on early weaknesses. In Bangladesh, these might be tech-savvy urban professionals who eagerly try new apps and digital services. Early adopters are opinion leaders who carefully search for new technologies that might give them a dramatic competitive advantage, and they are less price sensitive and willing to adopt the product if given personalized solutions and good service support. These individuals often influence others in their social and professional networks. Early majority are deliberate pragmatists who adopt new technology when its benefits are proven and a lot of adoption has already taken place. They make up the mainstream market and represent the largest potential customer segment for most innovations. Late majority are skeptical conservatives who are very risk-averse, technology-shy, and are also price-sensitive. They require significant social pressure and proven benefits before adopting innovations. Laggards are tradition-bound and resist innovation until the status quo is no longer defensible. Companies like Grameenphone have successfully navigated these adopter categories by launching new services with innovators and early adopters first, then gradually expanding to mainstream markets as adoption proves successful and social proof builds. Now we will talk about how to decide on the marketing program. Consumer behavior may reflect cultural differences that can be pronounced across countries. Hofstede identifies 4 cultural dimensions that differentiate countries and significantly impact marketing strategies. Individualism versus collectivism measures whether self-worth is rooted more in the social system than in individual achievement. Bangladesh, like many Asian countries, tend towards collectivism, meaning marketing messages emphasizing family, community, and social harmony often resonate more strongly than those focusing on individual achievement. High versus low power distance indicates how egalitarian cultures tend to be. Bangladesh has relatively high power distance index, meaning hierarchical relationships and respect for authority figures influence purchasing decisions and marketing communications. Masculine versus feminine measures how much culture is dominated by assertive males versus nurturing females. This dimension affects product positioning, advertising imagery, and also sales approaches. Weak versus strong uncertainty avoidance indicates how risk-averse people are, affecting their willingness to try out new products and their preference for established brands. Understanding these cultural dimensions help international companies adopt their marketing strategies for the Bangladeshi market, while helping local companies understand cultural factors when expanding internationally. Developing global product strategies requires knowing what types of products or services are easily standardized and appropriate adoption strategies. Some products cross borders without adaptation better than others do, while mature products have separate histories or positions in different markets. Consumer knowledge about new products is generally the same everywhere because perceptions have yet to be formed. Warren Keegan has distinguished 5 product and communication adaptation strategies that companies can employ. Straight extension introduces the product in the foreign market without any change. It's tempting because it requires no R&D expense, manufacturing, retooling, promotional modification, and it has been successful for cameras, consumer electronics, and many other machine tools. Product adaptation alters the product to meet local conditions or preferences. Flexible manufacturing makes it easier to do so on several levels. For an example, international food companies often adapt flavors, spice level, and also ingredients to suit local tastes when entering the Bangladeshi market. Product invention creates something new and can take 2 forms. Backward invention reintroduces earlier product forms well adapted to a foreign country's needs, while on the other hand, forward invention creates a new product to meet a need in another country. This approach has been successful for companies developing products specifically for emerging markets. Brand element adaptation may be necessary when launching products and services globally. Even brand names may require choices between phonetic and semantic translations to ensure they resonate appropriately in local languages and cultures. Global communication strategies involve changing marketing communications for each local market through communication adaptations. If companies adapt both the product and communications, they engage in dual adaptation. This comprehensive approach often provides the best results, but also requires significant investment and local market expertise. Global pricing strategies must account for price escalation from added costs and currency fluctuation risk that might make prices 2 to 5 times as much in another country to earn the same profit for the manufacturer. Companies have 3 choices for setting prices in different countries. Set a uniform price for everywhere, set a market-based price in each country, or set a cost-based price in each country. Global distribution strategies must consider local infrastructure, customer preferences, and competitive dynamics. Country of origin effects represent the mental associations and beliefs triggered by a country. Government officials want to strengthen their country's image to help domestic marketers who export and to attract foreign firms and investors. And marketers want to use this positive country of origin perceptions to sell their products and services. And hence, we have come to the end of today's lecture. Hope to see you soon in the next video.